Now this union, similar to the union and state, as we know that the state also follow the parliamentary form of government. So at the union, the government is divided into two branches, that is executive and legislature, right? Now we will see what does the legislature executive of the union consist of, right? So under the executive of the union, there are 5 offices which comes under executive: the president, vice president, council of ministers including prime ministers, and attorney general of India, that is first law officer of गवर्नमेंट. बोलिए. सॉरी, हाँ, तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर मैंने इंक्लूड कर दिया ना इसमें. वो एग्जीक्यूटिव में प्राइम मिनिस्टर को अलग रखते हैं. सो आई इंक्लूडेड द प्राइम मिनिस्टर एंड काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर बिकॉज काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर इज हेडेड बाय द प्राइम मिनिस्टर. किसको? Attorney General, because it is performing the order. See, executive means who has been related to government, who runs the government, right? Now, this president is a head of the executive. This Attorney General comes directly under the control of president. Appointment is also done by the president. It's been decided by the president. Duties, functions, power. उसको duties क्या है? The duties which the president appoint him, give him to the duties. That comes under Attorney General, right? He is only there to fulfill his vacancy. Yes, only this. Similarly, if we go to the state executive, right? So in the state executive, in place of president, there will be a governor. If we talk about the state executive, right? There is no such office related to the vice governor or vice president in the state. Again, there will be a council of minister including chief ministers, and in place of attorney general, there will be an advocate general for state. Now, the functions of an advocate general, the question has also been asked in mains, what is the functions, power and responsibility of Attorney General for India. This functions, power and appointment, removal, every aspects of the Attorney General is similar to that of an Advocate General for the state. Appointed by President, appointed by Governor. Is the first law officer of the Union government, first law officer of the state government. It represents the state at every cases where the state is involved. It represents the India at every cases where the India is involved, Union of India. So it representing the union, either in the Supreme Court or in any high court in the country where the Union of India is a party, right? Not barred to have a private practice. Not barred to have a private practice. Because of this nature, they are not under the complete control, or they are not a servant of government of India. कहीं भी इंडिया, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया कहीं भी होगा, दैट इज बिन एडवोकेट जनरल. वो अब एक ही दिन में 4 जगह केसेस लगे हैं, तो कहाँ जाएगा वो? सॉलिसिटर जनरल, एडिशनल सॉलिसिटर जनरल, तो दे आर द स्टैट्यूटरी पोजीशन, दे आर नॉट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पोजीशंस. हाँ, नहीं तो ठीक है, मेजर केसेस में जाते हैं. So he has an staff, supporting staff, solicitor general, additional solicitor general, but they are not constitutional positions. They are the statutory position that is created to help the advocate general और attorney general. अब एक दिन में इंडिया के केसेस सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी है, केरल हाई कोर्ट में भी हो, गुवाहाटी हाई कोर्ट में भी हो, तो कहाँ जाएंगे? एयरपोर्ट तक ही जाने में टाइम निकल जाना है. नहीं, बहुत जगह है. ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट में ही has been there many a times. हाँ, बट वेणुगोपाल राय भी देयर इज बिन मेनी केसेस जहाँ ही इज बिन देयर. ठीक है, चलिए. सो दिस इज द executive which we are going to discuss under the union executive. So these offices we will discuss the under union executive. Mainly we have been focusing more on the president of India, that is having a being a head of the state, having a larger values and having a more power. Then we will more focus on the Council of Minister with Prime Minister. What is the role? Because being a parliamentary form of government, we should also be discussing more in a more depth related to Council of Ministers and Prime Ministers. ठीक है?